Hey guys, this is Mel. If you're listening to this, you are about to hear a super special sneak peek of our latest bonus episode, but fair warning, this is just a sneak peek, don't hurt us. It's totally optional to subscribe, but if you're interested, you can check out our Patreon by searching Significant Lovers Patreon online. Hope you enjoy.
Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight? Are you sorry we drifted apart? Does your memory stray?
We are your hosts. My name is Mel.
And I'm Kel.
And
we're cousins.
and best friends.
And
this is a Halloween episode.
Halloween.
This is a spooky couple.
They are. This is another October episode. This couple was actually requested to us by our listener Muna. So just wanted to give a shout out there.
What a great idea. And who is this couple?
This couple is Helena Bonham Carter and Tim Burton. Could you be any more gothic and creepy?
Now, I'm wondering if they were both gothic to start or if one influenced the other's image.
That's a good question, Mel. I think we will get into that.
Ooh.
I think you'll find out. Yeah, I think it's funny we're doing another 3 named person.
Yeah.
Again, this week we did Neil Patrick Harris last week. We're doing HBC, Helena Bonham Carter. She's never just Helena or Helena Carter, or, you always say the whole thing.
I always find, though, that her name doesn't really roll off the tongue.
It is a bit hard to say. It's a bit hard. I think she's so cool. I've always admired her. I think she has really funky, unique style, and I love her hair, her crazy curls on the top of her head. Actually, both of them have out of control curly hair, which is something they have in common. And they both dress pretty disheveled, so I think that's funny. But Tim Burton, I never really knew. I mean, I didn't know much about her either, but I really didn't know anything about him before researching this. And I didn't even know what he looked like, really. So
honestly, me neither.
I learned a lot. He's a lot older now than when they first met, obviously. But yeah, he's got also this wild hair that he just lets go in any direction.
Yeah, they almost look little related in that way.
Yeah. You might imagine him to be wearing like a monocle with a raven on his shoulder or something based on his movies, but he is actually a pretty normal guy. But I'm getting ahead of myself, I guess. Well, I guess before we get into it too, I just want to say thank you to everybody who subscribed to the Patreon. We love you. We appreciate you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for the support. It really makes a difference, and it really helps us because we do put a lot of work into the show. And I know we do get some people, I think, sometimes are a little bit disappointed if the episodes are not free, every single episode. But it really makes it so much easier because we do have full-time jobs to have a little bit of support in order to keep going with the podcast. So thank you so much. Like, the Patreon helps us with the free episodes too. So we really appreciate it.
It's true. And, Muna requested this episode. It's happening. It might not, we might not be able to listen to your requests right away, but we do listen to people. And especially when we hear, like, multiple suggestions for the same couple, that influences us for sure. So, if I had to describe this couple in 3 words, I would say unusual, magnetic,
ooh,
and this is kind of similar to the first word, but kooky.
I love that word.
Me too. And also magnetic. I say magnetic not just because they were very drawn to each other, but also because I do think that they are quite different from each other. And I think that attracted each other to the other.
Okay, yeah, because they do seem pretty similar, so I'm curious to hear why you say that.
I know, that's like the age-old thing, like similar but different. I think they have a similar aesthetic, but I think personality-wise, they're really different.
Oh, interesting. Well, so who,
Yes.
like, what are their personalities? I honestly have no idea. Like, I just...
Oh, I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you, Mel. To start, I'm gonna read this description that I liked from The Guardian, just to set the scene. I just liked this paragraph I read. It said, "Before Burton, Bonham Carter's public image was that of an enjoyably punkish, posh woman. Daphne Guinness crossed with Isabella Blow." I'm not quite sure who that is. He brought out her goth side, and she toned down his more Scissorhands-ish tendencies, smiling in photos instead of staring out with a haunted scowl. They were so well matched they looked like one of his drawings come to life, characters straight out of Beetlejuice. She appeared in 8 of Burton's films, including Planet of the Apes, Big Fish, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Alice in Wonderland, and Sweeney Todd. And she said, "Although I never got a free ride with Tim because I was sleeping with him, I was always auditioning, and I gave him 2 kids and everything." She cackles again. Alright, I will have to stop the episode right there. Thank you so much for listening to the teaser. If you want to hear the full episode and many other bonus episodes, you can find them on Patreon. You can search Significant Lovers on the website or download the Patreon app. It works a lot like regular podcast listening apps. And we have tons of other couples on Patreon to listen to. So thank you so much for listening and supporting the show, and we'll get back together next week.